Core turn face front.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Randy Tyner. Right now weighing in about 200 pounds, 8% body fat. So it seems like we're right on track, right where we need to be. And looking forward to seeing what my improvements are from last year, seeing how I've improved on certain body parts of my back and my legs. We're going to do chest, since that seems to be, I get a lot of questions about how I develop my left chest muscle. So we're going to go ahead and do chest this morning and go ahead and see if we can answer some of those questions about how I keep my symmetry and my chest work.
So yeah, competing has been a lot of fun. It's done a lot for my self-confidence, a lot for me. The other competitors have been surprisingly, I don't know why I expected the worst, but everybody's been real supportive, and I just couldn't ask for anything better from everybody. The way everyone's giving me advice, trying to help me, sponsor me, it's just been a lot of fun. In my first show, I believe there was 8 or 9 in the novice, and I got second in novice, and I think it was 4th in open, and that was a big class. I think there was 8 or 9 in open also, and so I was real proud of myself to come in with that kind of conditioning on my very first show. On my second show, I played with my water depletion a little bit and my carbs to see what would happen. Try to come in a little bit bigger, so I didn't dry out as much on my second show as I would have liked to. But we learned from what we did, and I know how I responded to it. So for this show, we know what not to do this time. So what Greg's got us focusing on right now is upper chest. That's something that the judges told me I need to improve on, was my upper chest. And I found out after working with Greg that I was doing my presses wrong, using too much of my shoulder. So he's got me really focusing on my upper chest for some growth, and the results seem to be coming pretty good so far.
How do you focus on upper chest versus your shoulder?
Well, he's got me rolling my shoulder back, sticking my chest up, coming out wide. Instead of keeping my arm in, I used to keep my arm in, and somehow I just engaged my front delt. So I just never got any growth out of my chest until now. So we're seeing some good progress right now.
Come on. Got it. Let's go. One more. Nice.
With my accident? I bought a motorcycle, and long story short, I just got hit by a truck. The truck hit me in the shoulder, and the arm came off pretty much all the way right there in the street. I was hanging by some skin, so I lost the shoulder blade. And they tried putting it back on, couldn't get any blood flow, so they went ahead and just took it all the way off. And that's about it. Well, I got in the gym full time in 2010. I think it was February or March of 2010. I'm sorry, 2009. And then in 2010, I decided to do a show. And then in May 2010, I started dieting for the Heart of Texas. And I weighed in right then. On May 1st, I was 237. And then I weighed in at the Heart of Texas at 168. So I lost 67 pounds or so for the first show.
I wear a belt. A lot of people ask me about my belt. I don't know why. But I wear a belt because it seems to help me with my balance. Because if I don't watch it, I'll inflame the left side of my lower back. And it's time to quit. But this seems to help me keep everything tight. And then also using the right form, making sure I'm working what I want to be working, keeps me from hurting my back. But I have an ongoing lower back issue that likes to flame up on me. So
That's just from the imbalance.
yeah.
I saw you catching him right here. Is that to help
I
him?
just give him just a little bit of stabilization.
And it
seems
helps.
to help him a little bit. But it used to be he hypercompensated on one side, and now Miguel's been working with you a lot, core strength, and he's got a lot better on keeping everything tight, doing a better job keeping everything on track. So it seems to be getting a little bit better. But
He sees where I'm trying to overcompensate, and then he jumps in and he puts the pressure where I need it. So we're starting to learn how to work together to keep my back out of it. So it's doing much better. I've been focusing on a lot of rear delts here lately because my front delt, I seem to have a pretty good front delt.
Yeah.
And so we're doing a lot of rear delt stuff, but when I'm normal shoulder day, we do a lot of presses. one-arm Smith machine press, seated dumbbell presses. I'll lay on my side like this, and I'll do lateral.
I've seen Dexter Jackson do that.
Yeah.
Is that something you?
I watch a lot of online stuff, so
Yeah.
I try to copy and see what works for me.
On the yellow? That low one? Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Gotta go with what he's got, just like everybody else. Some days are good, some days. We're gonna go to like a decline, low, wide chest hammer. So some days he's got it, some days it's not there, some days the back's flamed up. So just like every other bodybuilder, good days and bad days.
In bodybuilding, symmetry and all that. How do you judge that in Randy's case?
I tell you what, I mean, I personally looked at it as math, and I'm looking at the muscularity, I'm looking at everything. Okay, if a guy comes in and he doesn't have this muscle group or that muscle group fully developed, what percentage of that equates to just not having a muscle group? And he's beaten some guys, and he's earned it. I mean, so you know, and then you know, unfortunately, he's come runner-up to a couple guys too. But he's every time he shows up, it's going to be hell on judges. And like I said, I'm glad not to be judging. I'm glad to be on the other side now. So I don't know. He's gonna spoil some.
That's what we want to do. We want to make the judges work, make the judges think.
Yeah.
Try and figure out what do we want to do with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, we just want to make the judges think and use their imagination.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Challenge boundaries, and you know, I mean, obviously he inspires people, but we want to challenge the sport, challenge everybody thinking about what's great about bodybuilding. I mean, you know, yeah, it's great that it helped him out in his personal life, but what's great about bodybuilding is everything. I mean, you know, what can he do and where can he go? I don't know. I'm just happy to be on the train going there. He was telling me how he worked up on his presses to 100, 110 pound dumbbells. And I'm thinking, how do you do that? So, man, the guy's just gifted. He's got ability.
Love it, yeah.